Hey folks, this is the ProtoArc XK01 trifold Bluetooth keyboard. So what you have here is 105 different keys, including your number pad and a media key, double functionality across the function row. You can also connect it to up to 3 different devices. And the real winner here is that it's a trifold, so it's portable, and you can take it with you, slip it into your backpack or your bag, and you get a pretty nice design. Now, it is not, super premium in that regard, but part of the problem here is in the overall design, which I'll show you in a moment. It does have rubber feet, so when you do lay it on a surface, it doesn't move quite as easily as it otherwise would, and it charges over USB-C, and the cable is included. So this all plastic design does have some setbacks. On the one hand, good thing is it's less expensive. This is $60 on ProtoArc's website. It's currently on sale for $51. But like I mentioned, there are some setbacks with plastic designs. So this cover here that covers up the hinge, that's plastic. Well, you see how it's black here and then you see a little bit of a screw? Down here, it broke right off. It didn't take much for it to break off. So now as I showed you at the opener here, this can easily slide around. It's not a game changer or deal breaker, but I did only open this a few times, maybe like 10 or 12 times as I was testing it out and playing with it. So for it to break already is not a good sign, but it could just be a dud. It's a review unit. Who knows how many hands it's been on. So just a disclaimer, I've worked with ProtoArc for a while now on reviews and really just with keyboards and mice. And so far they've been really good to work with. Okay, so this is a game on Steam Deck called Amid Evil, which is kind of like a boomer shooter, which are some of my favorite games. And I wanted to fire this game up to show you how this keyboard works with the Steam Deck. Now you can control the menu system of the Steam Deck using the keyboard if you wanted to. But one thing I noticed is that if you hook up your mouse into the USB-C port, the keyboard ceases to work, which I don't know why. Maybe it's a Steam thing or a Steam Deck thing. So I'll have to look into that further, as best as I can as like just a nerd over here. But anyhow, as far as like controlling the game goes, you're good to go. You're definitely going to want a mouse if you're going to play a game like this, and maybe use a Bluetooth mouse until this is resolved. But I just want to at least show you that it does work, and it works totally fine. Like there's really not much in terms of input delay, if anything perceptible whatsoever. And on games like this, you want to make sure that you're able to play without input delay. Okay, so this does offer media control, so you can use that in Steam as well, so the Steam Deck, so you can control your volume. And let's see if brightness works. It doesn't, but at least the volume works. That's pretty cool. So the keyboard itself does not have a backlight functionality. That would really zap the battery life even further. I mean, even Apple's flagship MacBook or Mac keyboard doesn't include a backlight for the same exact reason, I believe. So anyhow, $60 on ProtoArc's website. It's a nice little travel keyboard, but just be a little cautious with this. Again, I didn't really do much to cause this to happen. I just opened it a couple of times and a small piece of plastic chipped off. So just be a little cautious. Like if it breaks off, contact ProtoArc. I think they're going to be really good to work with you and help you out. And if you're looking for a slim keyboard to just slide into your backpack so you can play games on your Steam Deck, I don't think this is a bad way to go. I did test it on my Steam Deck dock, with the mouse hardwired and the keyboard Bluetooth connected, and it worked totally fine. I just spent the last 20 minutes trying to figure out why the keyboard wasn't working. It turns out all I had to do is unplug this, and it worked fine. So I think it's really a problem that's very specific, right? You have to have something plugged into the USB-C and this connected over Bluetooth in order for this problem to occur. So if you have a Bluetooth mouse and a Bluetooth ProtoArc, you're probably going to be totally fine. In my case, I had this, again, connected over the Steam Deck dock, and then everything was wired into the USB-C. So I don't know why it didn't cause the same exact problem, but anyway, it totally works, but this scenario, it didn't work. So, okay, thanks to ProtoArc for sending this over. I hope you guys found this helpful. It's a nice little keyboard. The keys feel good too, by the way. They're not super loud, but they're also not quiet. Their build is quiet, but they're really not all that quiet. And it is a low profile keyboard. So I think it's cool. I think it's nice to travel with, and I'll be slipping it into my backpack for when I go on business trips and I want to take my deck with me. And I hope you like it. So thanks again to ProtoArc, and we'll catch you on the next one. Cheers.